If any of you are looking for acreage in North Carolina, 19 acres, this episode is for you. We're also going to check out a little more than an acre in Charlotte, North Carolina, in Florida, and acreage in Georgia. Welcome to How Much House to the Money, everybody. Hope you're all having a beautiful day, and your cup is always full of happiness, and that glass is full of gratitude. So yeah, 19 plus acres in North Carolina, you guys. Someone isn't paying attention. This is a $170,000 property. And it has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it has over 1,202 square feet of living space. It's been on the market 118 days, built in 1986. So with a property like this, you're also going to get the well, the septic, and the utilities, and this is 19 plus acres of land. And this is going to be considered Caswell County, where the population is just over 23,000 people. So let's take a look at this and see how much house we're getting for our money, plus 19 acres in Pelham, North Carolina. Wow. So we have an elongated ranch style home right here with a 2-car attached garage, a shingle roof. This could be vinyl sided, but go check it out in person. The listing agencies and the addresses for these properties are always found in the description box below every video. So look at this, 19 plus acres of land. Wow. So you could buy this up, you could split it off, you could maybe buy it with friends or family, maybe live on one big parcel, maybe you want to have a farm, be a little sustainable. Any other way, any way you shake this and slice it, I'd say. It's 19 acres in North Carolina. I love finds like this. So there's your fire pit right in the front yard. Now this might need a little attention. However, we're looking at $170,000 asking price. You can always make an offer. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. And in this area of Caswell County, your median home sales are going to be right around $200,000 and up. So there's plenty of room for growing some equity, plenty of land to do whatever, or plenty of area, I should say, to do whatever you want with when you're sitting on 19 plus acres of land. And yes, some of you may not want land, you may not be interested in this, but for those of you who are, and you want to live in the North Carolina area, and this is northern North Carolina, you're not going to be far from the Virginia line. This property might suit your needs. So it looks like we're on a concrete block foundation. Looks like it is vinyl siding. But again, you can have home inspections. Base your offer on the results of your home inspection, the condition of the house, what it's worth to you. However, I want to say acreage in this county goes anywhere from $3,300 and up. And they're asking $170,000 for this property with 19 plus acres. This excites me. We can't tell. You're welcome to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, you guys. Hope you're all having a great day. Join our growing community. So here we have a beautiful shade tree, and you've got a laundry line so you can do a load and throw it outside and let it dry in the fresh breeze. Why not, right? That's what living on 19 acres is all about. You can go out there and, do whatever you like. Run naked if you want. Just kidding. But you got to have some fun, right? You got to lighten it up. Hope you guys are all feeling good and staying away from the flu. This is day 14, I think it is. I'm losing track, and it's still all up in the head. But I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. This is a beautiful parcel. 19 acres. Whew, love it. So there's the backside. You've got a back deck. And this, again, is Caswell County. If any of you go check this out, let us know in the comment section. And remember to let me know where you're viewing from, because it's always really so great to have everybody here. Hope you're all just having a good day, good week, good start to 2026. Okay, so here we are moving into the inside of the living room. So it looks like we are getting laminate flooring. Now, this is the kind of house you might want to get in there and just renovate the whole interior. Maybe you want to do one room at a time. Do whatever you want with it. Make the offer. It's another house that we need to save. People need houses, and houses need people. So here we're headed into our kitchen. So it looks like we're getting vinyl flooring. Now, I'm guessing this might be laundry area behind these louver doors. Now, there's that intrusive overhead cabinet. For me, I would want to remove that. But this house does give me a little bit of a mid-century modern vibe. May run right off of that. So here is the other side of the kitchen. Pretty cabinets. You got a window above your double sink. It does have a dishwasher. You've got your counter range. Nice with a range hood. Looks like we can come right in off of another room into the kitchen. And this one again is in Pelham, North Carolina, 27311 at 518 Goodman Road. So here's some paneling. We're getting a wood burner. Nice source of heat. Over 1,200 square feet of living space and 19 acres of land. Wide open spaces. North Carolina. You can listen to some Dixie Chicks and hang out, have some gatherings, and decide what you want to do on your 19 acres of land. You can invite me over for one thing. I'll come and visit. I'll bring some pie. Okay, so here's our 2-car attached garage with an automated garage door opener that looks very nice and clean. Do have an extra refrigerator, it looks like. 2-door. Guess I'll have to bring some ice too. Okay, so here is another shot of that room where the wood stove is. And if you like to look at deer, you can look at your mural all day long. I would think that you'd have quite a few in your backyard, however, with 19 acres of land. So here's a pop of color in one of the bedrooms. And again, we're looking at a $170,000 find right here with 19 plus acres. When land goes for $3,300 an acre and up, yeah, someone needs to be paying attention to this. And this is northern North Carolina, not far from the Virginia line. So here's one of the bathrooms, nice elongated counter there. Now there's plenty of room for 2 sinks. And we're off to a good start. The lid is closed. So here's another wood burner. And when you get in there, you get the lay of the land because photographs may not, do us justice here. It's kind of hard to determine which room is which until you get in there. It's going to need some cleanup, but we've got to be okay with rolling up our sleeves and getting our hands a little dirty in 2026, right? Get yourself a riding lawnmower, a tractor. Get yourself some animals. Grow yourself a garden. Why not? $170,000 with 19 plus acres of land. That's a nice section. That's a nice chunk of property. Okay, so here's a single shower, another nice bathroom. And there is another view of the front. Not a bad looking property from what we can just tell right here. Go check it out and get the lay of the land, you guys. 518 Goodman Road in Pelham, North Carolina, 27311. So let's see where we are here on the map. Okay, so you're going to have some amenities here over to the west. So there is the Virginia line. So we are right below Whitetown to the south of it here, and we are in Pelham. Then we have Providence over to the east, right here in Pearlie, Blanche, and Estelle, And then over to our west, we have Carter's Grove, Eden. And then down to the south, we have Greensboro, Durham, and Raleigh, North Carolina right there. And let's look at our satellite view. 19 acres of land right here, you guys, in North Carolina. And there it is. Wow. That is a nice square parcel. Someone's got to check this out. It's been on the market a little while. And again, it was on the market 118 days, built in 1986. And the listing says easy entry into the single level home, covered front porch enters into the good sized living room with lots of light. You have a kitchen and dining combination. You have a 2-car attached garage, and you have a den and an enclosed porch off the kitchen, perfect for larger gatherings. You have 19 plus acres with beautiful views, it says, and there is also a laundry right off that kitchen. And when we look at the history on this one, it shows it was sold for $180,000 back in 2017. Then they listed it in September of last year for $210,000. Now they're down to $170,000. It looks like they're motivated, and the house is 40 years old. And your real estate tax rate in North Carolina is 0.73%, and that's what the county assessor is going to come out and gauge your property taxes on. And that, again, is 19.11 acres of land in North Carolina. Woohoo! Who's looking? All right, now we're going to stay in North Carolina, and this one's in Charlotte. This is an interesting place. This one's $185,000 on 1.19 acres. And as I always mention, if you want more land, you can always ask the listing agent if this seller has more land available that's not attached to the listing. And if they do, you can ask for first rights of refusal on that land on your purchase agreement. Now, this one is 1,076 square feet of living space, 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It's been in the market for 5 days, built in 1941. So let's check it out, see how much house we're getting for our money in Charlotte, North Carolina. This looks like it's a log build with a shingle roof, very pretty. Looks like we're sitting back from the road. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, we're in Mecklenburg County, and the population is 1.2 million people in Mecklenburg County. And your median home values here are right around $460,000. And they're asking $185,000 for this on 1.19 acres. How pretty is this place? Beautiful setting right here. So if any of you want to be on the outskirts of Charlotte, North Carolina, this house might suit your needs. You've got a nice back deck. We may have an outbuilding. More than an acre, not quite an acre and a half. So there's your back side of this. Looks like you're tucked back in the trees. Very pretty. Looks like you have a little dell house in the back. Charlotte, North Carolina. There's your place where you can have your morning coffee, put some bird feeders out, enjoy your wildlife. Okay, so we're headed inside. Light, bright interior, hardwood flooring. This one again is $185,000 on 1.19 acres. So you're getting a fireplace, could be gas. That looks like it's upstairs. Recessed lighting. Very pretty. I like the windows. So this looks like it's the back deck there. Very pretty. If any of you are looking in Charlotte, North Carolina, leave us a comment. Let us know if you take a look at this. So this has got some really nice, pretty interior trim. Wow, here's our kitchen. Do have a dishwasher, black matching appliances with an overhead microwave above your flat top range, 2 windows above your sink. Very pretty. You have a 2-door refrigerator that's stainless. And this is Charlotte, North Carolina. You guys, $185,000 when the median home sales are right around $460,000. Very pretty kitchen. Now, if you wanted to lighten up the cabinets, you could definitely paint them. You could put in lighter appliances. If you wanted to lighten up the interior, or you can leave it the way it is, call it a day. Grow a garden on 1.16 acres, or 19 acres, pardon me. Ooh, I like the ceiling. This is very pretty. It's very rustic. And it looks like it is an authentic log cabin. But again, when you're there, check it out in person. Get the lay of the land. Really take a look at it. You can always have home inspections for these also. Charlotte, North Carolina. Here's your bathroom. Very nice. Somebody put some effort into this house. Nice tile work. And again, this is Mecklenburg County. This is $185,000. So this must be the 2 rooms that you can go into at the bottom of the stairs. 2 bedrooms possibly. Nice wide window ledge there. It's very pretty when you want to put some plants on it and things. You know, you got to add a little greenery. Plants, I think, always can make us feel better. Nice closets. Beautiful woodwork. So this looks like an enclosed room off the front or the side. This looks like, I guess it's the back, because it's that little dell house in the back of the property. Nice. Who's looking in Charlotte, North Carolina? Definitely go check this out. Okay, so here's your basement. So that looks like concrete block for your foundation. Yeah, this is a log build in Charlotte, North Carolina on 1.19 acres of land. Looks really pretty. Looks very private. It's great that it's got all that back deck space. So it looks like it's wood-sided and log with a shingle roof. Okay, so there's your outbuilding with like a pergola on the side of it. How cool is this? Great garden spot. Could turn maybe one of those little buildings into a little guest suite. Maybe there's a little creek on the property. That'd be even better. Someone's got to go check this out. Charlotte, North Carolina, $185,000 on more than an acre of land. All right, let's get some information off of this one. 517 Summerville Road, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28214. And again, the listing agencies and the addresses for these properties are in the description box below the video. So let's take a look at our street view here. There we are. Very pretty, but we do diligence, right? Do your diligence with your neighborhoods. Drive around different times of the day. Do your research. And here we are on the map. Okay, so we have a lot of amenities nearby. Charlotte, North Carolina, right here we are. So we have Huntersville up to the north of us, Mount Holly to the west, Rocky River over to our east, Belmont down to the south. So here's Charlotte. So Fayetteville's over here to the east. Gastonia's down here right below us, along with Shelby and Hendersonville, Waynesville, and Asheville are over to the west. And here's our satellite view of 1.19 acres. There you go. Nice rectangular parcel right there. And that's in Charlotte, North Carolina, you guys, at 1517 Summerville Road. Been on the market only 5 days, built in 1941. Says it is an exceptional opportunity to renovate and hold as a first-time home. As your primary residence, situated on a generous 1.19 acre lot. Property also offers potential for making it ideal for a future new construction or possible multifamily development. And when we look at the history on this one, let's see here. It was listed for $170,000 back in January of 2024. They sold it in February for $165,000. Now they listed it for $185,000, and the house is 85 years old. And again, the real estate tax rate in North Carolina is 0.73%. Interesting property right there on more than an acre of land in Charlotte, North Carolina. Nice. Okay, now we're going to head into Georgia. This is $139,900 on 7.18 acres of land. It's 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. It's at 877 Magic Hill Loop in Shiloh, Georgia, 31826, which means we're in Harris County, Talbot County, and the population is right around 5,700 people. So let's take a look. This has been on the market only a couple of days as I upload this, and it was built in 1960. So let's take a look. How much house are we getting for our money on 7.18 acres in Shiloh, Georgia? How cute is this? Cute little doll house with a covered porch, brick pillars, shingle roof. This is cute. Oh, this is very pretty. 7.18 acres in Georgia, you guys. Shiloh, Georgia. Now in Georgia, your real estate tax rate is 0.83%. And the median home values in this county of Talbot County are right around $280,000. So that might be the side. When you get there in person, you can check out the siding. Get down to the details. Here we have a fireplace in the living room, very pretty. You can always ask the agent how long these homes have been unoccupied. Looks like we're getting hardwood flooring. This is very cute. So this might be either a living room or a bedroom. 7.18 acres in Georgia. Getting lucky on the land today, you guys. Okay, so here's our kitchen. Pretty flooring. So you've got a lot of cabinets. And I'm trying to see if there's any receptacles between the two, the counters there. We have one on the end. We do have a window right to the left of your sink. Maybe another one there. It looks like two windows. Here's your electric range. This has got potential, you guys, sitting on 7.18 acres, and this is 139.9. Shiloh, Georgia, in Talbot County. So if you want a home in the south, maybe one of these will suit your needs. Remember to hit that notification bell, you guys, because that house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. And be sure to check out my other channel, How Much Vehicle for the Money. It's over there where I show you vehicles with low miles and low price. And in yesterday's episode, I showed you 4 Ford vehicles under $3,900, and they were nice. So definitely subscribe and check out that channel as well. I so appreciate it. I have found some interesting people recently on YouTube who started out their YouTube journeys just a few months ago, and they are some older folks with retirement channels, and I just loved listening to them. They just seemed like the sweetest people, and they're doing really, really well. So kudos to all of you that are starting out on YouTube. It's I love what I do, and I do what I love. So I love to see newcomers, and I love to see them be successful. And I love listening to their information because you learn something new every day, right? Okay, so these may be bedrooms. Now it looks like we have a variation of flooring in this house. You have to look past some personal belongings. Now that looks like a painted hardwood floor. Very interesting property right here. And this is 139.9 in Shiloh, Georgia on 7.18 acres. And this again is Talbot County. Even though when I looked up the county, it said it was in Harris County, but the listing says Talbot. So again, you can do some research on it. So here's our bathroom. Nice window. Looks like the sink and faucet and vanity's updated. Getting 3 for 3 with our lids being closed today, you guys. Wow, look at this. So we have 2 properties for the price of 1. I didn't notice that when I first looked at this. Nice. Wow. 139.9 on 7.18 acres. So you're also maybe getting 2 wells, 2 septics. Let's keep going here. So that has a metal roof. Wow. So that might be like a little mobile home. Man, someone's got to go check this out. It's hot off the listing press too, you guys. Yeah, this is looks like maybe a little mobile that's been modified. I see potential and possibilities on more than 7 acres of land in Georgia. Yeah, this looks like a little mobile. There's your bathroom with your shower and your vanity and your sink. Here's the kitchen. How cute is this? So the kitchen's been updated with new countertops, nice cabinets. I see potential and possibilities on more than 7 acres in Shiloh, Georgia. And look at that parcel. Nice. Who's looking in Georgia, you guys? Somebody go check this out and leave us a comment. Fantastic. 2 houses for the price of 1. Love it. Let's check it out. 877 Magic Hill Loop. Been on the market only 22 hours as I upload this video. Shiloh, Georgia, 31826. So let's take a look at the street view. Wow, how pretty is that? Very pretty. Look at this. Wow. Okay, so let's see where we are on the map. Shiloh, Georgia. So there's some amenities for you nearby. And let's see here. We have Manchester up to the north. Thomaston over to the east. So here we are in Shiloh. And let's see, here's Atlanta, Georgia up there to the north. Columbus is down to the south. And let's see, Montgomery, Alabama is down here to the southwest of us. And then we have Perry and Macon, Georgia is over here to the east of us. So let's take a look at our 7.18 acres. So we're right below Manchester. And there you go. Kind of an odd shaped, like two triangle patterns for your parcel there, but it's 7.1 acres nonetheless with the two properties. Let's check out the description. And it says here, home place on 7 acres in Talbot County, unique rural property, 2 dwellings make it an excellent investment opportunity or a primary residence, especially if you want to live with your elder parents or you've got family or a close friend that you want to hang out on the same property with, but you want different spaces for your living. Nice. 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom built in the 1960s for your primary residence with a country kitchen, stove, and your updated bathroom and a fireplace and a separate dining room. Then the home is equipped with an electric water heater and 2 electric heaters. There's currently no air conditioning. The exterior features vinyl siding and a large covered front porch. The second dwelling is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath mobile home with a metal roof. Both homes are on public water with separate meters, and each has its own septic system. That is an outrageous amount of money just for 2 septic systems and 2 wells. So, wow, this is quite a find. You're 7 acres on a quiet rural setting with a Shiloh address, yet you're conveniently near Manchester. And sweet. And when we look at the history, it was just listed and it's 66 years old. And again, the real estate tax rate, again, is 0.83% in Georgia. Someone's going to scoop that up. I would imagine it won't be on the market long. And this is $139.9 on 7.18 acres and 2 properties for the price of 1. Gotta love those finds. Love it. Now we're going to head into Alford, Florida. There was another property I was going to show you, but I realized that the bidding has been over on that when it was a foreclosure. So I'm showing you this one. This one's on a little more than an acre of land at 1127 Highlands Circle, Alford, Florida 32420, listed for $134,000 with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. This looks like a very unique property. And it's been on the market for 26 days, and it was built in 1984. So let's take a look at this one in Alford, Florida, which means we are in Jackson County. Population is around 48,000 people, and the median home values here, I want to say, are right around $260,000. So a lot of room for equity growth. This looks very cool. I like the exterior of this. Now, if you didn't want that blue, you could paint it another color. You could really modernize this and feed off of the structure. So we do have a ramp on the front. If you need it, that's great. If not, it can be removed. And this is Alford, Florida in Jackson County. This looks like it's tucked back. This is very pretty. A little more than an acre in the Sunshine State. And this is North Florida. So you do have a lower garage on the back side. Back deck. Yeah, this could be very pretty. A lot of potential right here. Another house that needs saved. Looking for some new life. Now, this one might need some attention. I'm not sure what's happening on that side wall there, but that is wood siding. You could remove that. You may want to have a termite inspection, and I would imagine your home inspector would tell you the same thing. You could take that siding right off there and add a different siding if you like, and do whatever you want with the exterior. We're looking at over an acre, and this is 134. So there's your covered porch. Nice. This is Jackson County. All right, so we're headed inside. Here's your fireplace. Very pretty. Gorgeous focal point with all that stonework there. You could remove the carpet, see what's beneath it. So this is going to be a bit of a fixer. And you can always make offers. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. Wow, pretty kitchen. Nice open plan. Now, you could always add beams to your ceiling if you wanted. Definitely an 80s build. But there's potential if you're looking in North Florida and you want a little more than an acre of land. And again, you can always ask the agent how long it's been vacant. These houses do not increase in value when they're sitting there unoccupied. So that is negotiating power as far as I'm concerned. When they've been neglected and they just are looking for life. So here's your bathroom. Now for me, I'd want to remove that carpet. That's just me. You know how I am about the the lids and now the carpet in the bathroom. That's going to have to go. But that's okay. That is not the worst we've ever seen. That is for sure. Nice sized bathroom. Nonetheless, this might be on the primary. So here's your shower and tub combination. Another shower there. Yeah, this one needs some attention. But you can base your offer on the condition of this and your home inspections. This one's in Alford, Florida. There's another intrusive cabinet in that kitchen. Again, you could take that right off there. You've got a lot of room in this kitchen with these vaulted ceilings, so there's a lot you could do with this. Just get in there and get the lay of the land. Nice open floor plan. Could work right off of that fireplace. And there again is the exterior. That could be very, very cool. With some modern touches on the outside and just somebody giving that home some love right there. Okay, so this is 1127 Highlands Circle in Alford, Florida, 32420. Let's check it out on the map. A little more than an acre. Okay, so here we are right below Round Lake. Here we are in Alford. We've got Cottondale up to the north. You've got Tallahassee over here to the east of us. So that's going to probably be about an hour and 20 west of Tallahassee. Then you've got Panama City Beach down here to the south, along with Fountain. You've got Mariana, Bonifay, and Graceville up to the north. So here we are to the west of Altha and to the east of Wausau and Bells Mills, right there. And Live Oak is over here to the west. So you're not going to be far from Natural Springs that are 72 degrees year-round in this neck of the woods. And here we are with our acre. Right there's your parcel. Almost a square parcel tucked back in the trees. I bet that's really pretty. And that's 1127 Highlands Circle. Been on the market 26 days. And the real estate tax rate in Florida is 0.80%. And it states here, with a little vision, this home can be the perfect house for you. Located in Alford, Florida, just north of Panama City in Jackson County. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, sitting on a little more than an acre. Enjoy the winter morning sipping coffee on your covered front porch. And you're situated in Compass Lake in the hills on a quiet street, easy access to Panama City Beach, one of the world's most beautiful beaches, in a short drive to I-10. Nice. And when we look at the history on this one, this was sold in 1987 for $70,000, and now they listed it for $134,000, and the house is 42 years old. That could be a great buy for somebody, and you can always negotiate. It never hurts to try. $134,000 in Alford, Florida, on a little more than an acre of land, and that doesn't say the square footage. And then we have Shiloh, Georgia, 2 properties for the price of one for $139,900, sitting on more than 7 acres of land. Or if you're looking for a log home, this one's in Charlotte, North Carolina, on 1.19 acres with 1,076 square feet of living space. Or if you're looking for serious acreage, this one's in Pelham, North Carolina, on 19.11 acres for $170,000. Love these finds today, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode as well. Remember to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, join our growing community, check out my other channel, How Much Vehicle for the Money, and we will see you in the next episodes because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up. Have a great day, everybody. Great to be with you. Cheers.